The huff and puff of my frustration. It's not fair. If I were to punch you as hard as I could, I would sprain my own wrist. You would maybe notice as I reduce myself to tears, so instead I use my words, and I'll tell you one thing, this mouth never got me in a fight it didn't right the fuck get me back out of. You see, I said I use my words instead, and it's been working so far. But they're bailing out the banks again, those leeches with their fees, so the question then becomes, how much is your money worth? Depends. How much have you got? Not a lot? Oh, that's okay, baby girl. You two could still be president. Just get in line, and we'll call you, and in the meantime, try and find a job worth a damn to do, because the rent is due, and you're not getting any younger. And these cards aren't exactly stacked in your favor. I should get a clue. And pay attention, because the undercurrent is ever changing in its direction, and you want to stay ahead of that game. You want that spot on top of the food chain, don't you? Everybody's so busy looking out for number one, and then they wonder why they feel so all alone. So many skin and bones, while the top 1% clench their law enforcement fists so tight that you have the right to work until you die in this country, and that's about it. And to pay your bills and buy some shit. Check your credit score. And it gets harder to ignore when they're coming right for you, but these folks, they just don't care anymore. You can change the channel if it bores you. Me, I threw out my TV. People gotta tell me when I'm on it. People gotta explain the whole commercial because I never catch the reference. Man, I got better things to see. And I understand that time is precious. Mine is spent in reverence of this life because I am in love with it. I am in love with it. I need to learn how to slow down and appreciate this moment, this one, because it's all there is, and then I'm off again, forgetting, and I'm looking up again, and I'm searching for the lines that I had memorized, so that I can think about something else. Sometimes I feel helpless, like I have a needle but no thread, so it's no good. I can only manage the damage. Sometimes I'm the subject of the charade, and some days I'm just its contents that is displayed as a series of statistics, and yes, I am sometimes why. So what of it, and what difference does it make when you die? Well, I want a government that practices something like the take a penny, leave a penny system. And there will come a day, but either way, I'm for that rain or shine type of activism, the committed who don't shed their tears but collect them, weaving them into meaningful tales. We tell each other stories of bravery and compassion to keep ourselves warm, to keep our hearts burning. And I'll tell you another thing, it's you, me, and everybody, so don't go making enemies because you can't win. Instead, it's time to start talking to these strangers, our neighbors. It's time to start caring for each other again. Call it community, call it permaculture, call it revolution if you want to. Just get on it. 10 years ago would have been a good place to start, now will do. Or at least I think we can all agree that now is the very best that we can do. So come with me and take heart. I got some New Year's resolutions and a good idea where to start. I got some friends on the inside, the outside, the flip side, and the best part is that you decide your place in this world. You decide. So let's start. Because to build a better world, all you really got to do is your part. Thank you. Maybe without the stopping. I always feel like I'm not really ready to stop.